All right, guys, let's do this. I am hungry. I'm caffeinated the F up. Let's just get straight into it. So, the quest for self mastery. Okay. Now, there we go. What we're going to go through the exact reason why you didn't become successful in 2023. And I know this because I spent 2 or 3 years banging my head against the same exact wall. Okay. So the goals that you had, the physique you wanted, the freedom that you wanted, I'm going to walk you through exactly why you didn't achieve that. Then we're going to go on to actually becoming worthy of those goals. This is my whole new mindset, and it's allowed me to get into my best physical shape. Got an unbreakable mindset. I'm always doing more. I'm always pushing myself, pushing my limits. I'm earning more than ever. Okay. Then we're going to go into the 4 pillars of self mastery and simplifying your life. Now, like I say, this is how I went from being full of bad habits, some pretty awful habits, okay? Vices, scarcity mindset, okay? That was a big one. Earning 1K a month, okay? I wasn't in great shape. I was skinny fat, essentially. Yeah. But now, best shape of my life, feeling better than ever. I've got more energy, better focus, earning 10 to 20K a month. Not between $10 and 20K. It's between $10 and 20K a month, but between 10K and 20K a month, okay? And the main thing is that I'm way more fulfilled with my life. I get so much joy, so much fulfillment, happiness, literally just waking up, okay? And I've built this life, and I can 100% put this down to the quest for self mastery. So let's just dive right in, shall we, chaps? So, the reason you didn't become successful, I did the same, but let's not make this mistake again, okay? We don't want another year of searching, being lost, not having clarity, not having focus, not achieving your goals, okay? We need to know why this happened. And the truth is, you were way too focused on those goals. You were thinking too much about the 10K a month, the 30K a month, the 10K subs on YouTube, the freedom you were always looking at that villa in Thailand or Bali. You were always looking, oh God, I can't stop hiccuping. You're always looking at that end goal. And it's one of those. I did it for 2 years. I was lost. I was looking for shortcuts. Now, this is a big thing. I was looking for shortcuts to that end goal. And you were probably doing the exact same. You were probably a sucker for shiny object syndrome. Whenever a new business trend went off, you try that for a bit and didn't really make much progress. But then another thing came along and you're like, oh, I'll try that instead. And you're constantly distracted. You're constantly moving about. You're not doing one thing and progressing in that. You were doing one workout plan, another workout plan, and another one. Right? All of this leads you further away from who you need to be in order to achieve those goals. So who do you need to become? You need to become worthy. You need to become King Arthur, okay? Like I said, we all focus, or 99% focus on the goals, okay? They focus on the cars, the rolls, the Rolex, the private jets, the jet ski parties, the yachts. Everyone focuses on that, and this is where everyone gets it wrong. This is why the people who are at the top of their game, they don't focus on that sort of stuff. They focus on becoming the worthy man. And speaking to people at the top of their game, this is what they say. This is what they say. They don't just try and find the gold, okay? They focus on slaying the dragon. They focus on becoming worthy of slaying that dragon, okay? And this is all about self-mastery, okay? Do you think King Arthur was lacking discipline, lazy, procrastinating, fucking wanking himself silly? He wasn't doing all of that. He was becoming his best self, and he was able to slay that dragon. Okay. And once you achieve that self mastery, the gold presents itself. You become the best version of yourself, and the rewards, the jets, all of this sort of stuff that will follow. Okay. The universe rewards you for self mastery. Okay. So as soon as you go through these 4 pillars, everything else, everything you want is just presented to you because you have fulfilled that. You've become worthy of pulling the sword from the stone. Okay? And this is my essentialist approach. I don't focus on loads of different things, thinking, oh, if I can conquer or if I can master 20 skills, surely that makes me more valuable. It does not. We'll get to that shortly. It's like, I don't want to be able to run marathons, be an elite fighter, calisthenics, bodybuilder, um, yoga. I don't want to master all of those things. Okay. Much like I don't want to be good at marketing, sales. I'm all right at those two, actually. They're all bad examples. Um, I don't know, making websites, graphic design. I can't think of skills right now, but you know exactly what I mean. I'm not trying to conquer every skill out there. Okay. So these are the four things that you need to focus on: the mind, the body, your value, and being a leader. Okay. So we'll start off with the mind. And this is something me and Jack talk about pretty much on a daily basis, that there is no room for vices, no room for bad habits, excuses, most importantly, negative self-talk. Anything that draws away from your energy on the quest for self-mastery. There is no room for this. You think about the man worthy of pulling the sword from the stone, of slaying that dragon. There's no room for him to be like, it's just one night out going for beers with the lads. He never thinks, oh, I'll just skip this workout. I'm tired. Okay. There's no room for that on this quest. Okay. And the best mindset approach, I've been through so many mindset books, all these things, and this is the best one. Okay. If you have a better one, leave it in the comments, but this is the best one that I've found. Okay. Is to have a very clear idea of the man that you want to become, the man worthy of achieving those goals, of slaying that dragon. Always keep him in mind, okay? Now, what does that man look like? He's disciplined, he shows up every day, he's consistent, he works hard, he's ambitious, he's kind, he's generous, he has an abundant mindset, okay? When you always have this version of yourself in your mind, you don't need to watch these motivation clips on YouTube, you don't need to finds that motivation, that drive from an external source. It all comes from within. And one of the best ways to do this is building that mental resilience, doing hard shit every single day that you just don't want to do, but you know is good for you. Okay. One of the things for me is cold showers or going boxing. Like, I really don't enjoy sparring. I have so much resistance to it. But every time we go, I go and I put the effort in, because that is a vote towards the man I want to become. The man I want to become does not shy away from all of these things. He does it. He just takes the emotion out of it and he's like, this needs doing, do it. Okay. This is one of the best things you can do, because what the flip? Because you made me lose my train of thought. Bear with me. Doing the hard shit. Oh yeah. So when you do this hard shit, you build up this mental image of yourself of, yeah, there is hard shit in life, but I've shown, because of my daily cold showers, going to sparring, going running, whatever it is that you don't want to do, but you do it every single day, you know that when more hard shit comes along that's unexpected, like a last minute project or a client issue, whatever it is, you know that you can push past it. Whereas if you're not doing the hard shit and something presents itself to you that's a difficult situation, you're not used to that. You're not used to pushing through. Okay. So constantly doing daily hard shit is really going to help you develop that absolutely unbreakable mindset and unbreakable self image as well. When you're doing this hard shit, you don't really get that negative self talk, because you've proven to yourself day in, day out that you can show up, that you can be consistent, that you can become the man worthy of achieving your goals. Now, carving your physique, I'm not a fitness coach. I'm not in amazing shape. I'm in decent shape. But what I've figured out is, living lean, I have way more focus. I have way more energy. And it's hard. It's very hard to be creative. It's very hard to have that energy when you are bulking. So my diet is super fucking simple: steak, chicken, fruit, avocados, and white rice. Like, that's pretty much it. Apart from like black coffee and sparkling water, that's it. Okay. You don't need to. Obviously, I'll go out and might have something out, but 80 to 90% of my diet is literally just that: eating the same things day in, day out that I enjoy, that fits the macros, that keeps me with that high energy, that high focus. Okay. And then 10%, do what you want. Remove emotions when it comes to training. Okay. I train every single day now because I know that whether it's optimal or not, I do it because the man worthy of my goals shows up daily. Okay. That's what it is. I go to the gym, it gives me energy, and then I feel better. So that's what I do. Okay. Sometimes I don't want to do it. That's where this unbreakable mindset comes from. When you're like, oh fuck, it's leg day today. Didn't get a great night's sleep. I'm tired. My legs are hurting. I could easily just have a rest day if I didn't say to myself, no, you're fucking training every single day, Bill. Get your ass to the gym. Okay. When you feel this bitch voice come in, you will have had it in the past. Ah, oh, I've done 3 sets. That's probably enough, even though on your program it says 4. Or just like, oh, you put down the weights and you're like, oh, I had a couple more in there, but I'll just leave it. That little bitch voice, you need to absolutely obliterate. And that comes from every single time you have a thought like that, you add one more set. Even in the gym today, like I had a peak of that little bitch voice. And instead of doing 4 sets, I was doing 6 sets. Okay. I was pushing myself harder. When I thought, oh, I probably had another 2 pull-ups in there, I dropped down and was like, fuck it, get straight back on, just keep going. When you get into the habit of consistently doing that, the little bitch voice goes. You rarely get it. You rarely get this bitch voice just saying, oh, now you're tired, you should probably go home, you don't want to overdo it. That just goes. Like, you rarely get that when you are consistently pushing it, absolutely obliterating it by going further than you initially said. Okay. And like I say, training every day, because the man I need to become does that. He shows up every single day. Now, this is an interesting one, which a lot of people, myself included, have gotten very wrong in the past. Becoming valuable. Okay. I need to become valuable as a man. I'm no longer thinking, how can I earn 50K a month from the market? How can I get 50K? How can I get this? How can I get this? Instead, it's like, how can I put out 50K of value every single month? Okay. What skills do I need? What do I need to do with my personal brand? Okay. You always need to be sharpening your sword, to becoming better. And you do this by reading, investing in mentorship, courses, just constantly learning from people who have a lot of value to share. Like, that's it. You just become more valuable and you are rewarded for that in terms of money. That's just how it works. Like, for the first 2 years of running my marketing agency, I was learning marketing, I was dedicating myself, courses, all this sort of stuff. So when I met Jack and we started growing together, he recognized that my background was marketing. And when I was giving him advice, when I was giving him helping him with his funnels, email marketing, he spotted that value. And then we became business partners. So all of that time that I put into becoming valuable paid off. And it always pays off. And even to this day, I spend 1 to 2 hours every single day learning marketing, looking at stuff, reading, learning constantly to become more valuable. You've got to think the education, the becoming valuable never ends. Okay. You always need to be learning or improving on your skills. Okay. That is how you get paid. Like, I know a guy who just released an offer. I think it was either 1.2 million or 1.8 million for the year. So one guy sells an offer. It's like obviously it's high ticket, but 1.8 million. Let's just say it's 1.8, and he has put in the groundwork. He has been consistent. He has sharpened his skills so much that he is able to charge that now. Okay. So you always need to be becoming more valuable. And you also need to become a leader. And I don't mean this in the sense of leading a company, an organization, a country. Like, you can literally just be a leader with your personal brand. Okay. Leaders inspire. I know a lot of people who I consider leaders. Jack, for example, he leads from the front. He does the hard shit. He shows up every single day. And that is the best way to inspire people. Okay. He's not forcing people to become better. He's showing you. He's showing you he's doing it, and you feel compelled to keep up with him. And that's one of the best ways that leaders can act, is just to focus on inspiring others. Now, it's also good to think of yourself as a leader, because you get back into this mindset of, would a leader let their standards slip? Would a leader go for a night out when they probably shouldn't? Would they skip sets at the gym? Whatever it is, always have that thing of like, no, I'm a fucking leader. I'm here to inspire others. Even if they're not even seeing my actions, by doing it, I'm putting those points on the board, and I'm becoming more valuable. I'm becoming that valuable leader. So you've always got to be, I am responsible. I need to become the man. You need to set your standards high and just show up daily, every single day. Think of yourself, I'm a fucking leader, okay? And you are. I need to inspire by showing up every single day and becoming valuable. And then simplifying your life. Now, if you haven't read the books Essentialism and Effortless by Greg McKeown, I highly recommend them. Just about boiling down your life into what's essential. Like I said earlier, I'm not trying to master every skill out there. I'm trying to become fucking brilliant at a handful of them, okay? This literally comes down to creating a simple routine that ticks these 4 pillars: working on your mind, working on your body, becoming valuable, and becoming a leader, okay? What can you do day in, day out to fulfill those pillars, okay? And staying ultra accountable, never letting your standards slip. Always keep your best self in mind when you have those moments of weakness. And I sometimes fucking get them. Like in Thailand, I order food sometimes. Like, I'll not 99% of the time I'm ordering steak and rice, but I'll be scrolling through. It's like Uber Eats or something, and there'll be a picture of a pizza or a burger, and I think, ooh, do fancy that. But then you're like, no, that's fucking junk food. I'm not going to put that shit in my body. You've always got to keep your best self in mind when you are making any decision. Okay? It's just about getting better every single day, every week, every month, every year. And this comes down to these 4 pillars: simplifying your life and keeping that best version of yourself in mind, the man worthy of achieving your goals. Once you become him and you are consistently him, you're consistently showing up for others, you're leading, you're inspiring, then the rewards come. Trust me, they come. So that's been everything for today. Hope you've liked this, and see you tomorrow.